Even though they go out their way to keep their society a secret, a lot of their secrets are being revealed during these times of revelation, also known as revolution, for the people will wake up to their lies. For it is said that they are called the black nobility, but they use white supremacy to keep the people down. They also want us to believe that we all came from a couple, Adam and Eve, when in fact God is a maker of male and female. So let's read. This is the book of the generations of Adam, the day that God created man, and the likeness of God made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. And where were they created? In Zion. And respecting Zion, it will be said, each and every one was born in her, and the Most High himself will firmly establish her. Jehovah, Selah, Haile Selassie the first. So let's watch who he is.
In 1928, he led the troops that killed Empress Zavitu's husband, who was not of royal blood, and became regent. He became emperor on November 2nd, 1930, and was crowned Haile Selassie I, King of Kings, King of Zion, conquering lion of the seed of Judah.
Notice the king of Ethiopia is a king of Zion. So that's one thing they don't want you to know. They also don't want you to know he's alive. And I bet you they don't want you to know about this.
Alright, Mike Jeffries. This is the former CEO of Abercrombie, and this is Les Wexner's boy. He was actually hired by Wexner to run Abercrombie. And for anybody that doesn't know, Les Wexner is the founder and CEO of Victoria's Secret. And also the money man behind Jeffrey Epstein. And old Les here has some other interesting friends. Now, Wexner has a long-standing relationship with the Brofman family through multiple businesses and charities. Now, the Brofman family are not only the owners of the Seagram Alcohol Company, but they're the ones that finance the self-help group Nexium. But Seagram's wasn't the only thing they owned. But the Brofmans also bought and built UMG, also known as Universal Music Group. And if you don't know who that is, well, the Universal Music Group is the reason why anybody even knows who Diddy is.
Hello, wake up, because Jay-Z did Diddy with matching Jay-Z jerseys, JC jerseys.
All right. Have you ever wondered while driving in Los Angeles, how come you've never seen, like, Will Smith stuck in traffic on the 405? Yeah. I've never seen a 1%er just in their car stuck in traffic. Why is that? That's because there's a series of intricate tunnels underneath Los Angeles known as the Actor Bomb. I'm not kidding. Like, they get access points to move through the city without ever having to be in traffic. You can come up in LAX. You can pop up at Dodger Stadium. Underneath there, in those tunnels, is Starbucks set up at different locations to allow them to get coffees while they're driving. All
Who's
of
them?
them. Seinfeld.
You've seen Seinfeld down there?
Bono. I've seen Seinfeld down there. Dude, almond milk latte, 2 shots.
Hello, wake up. They keep everything a secret. Even this, did you know?
No one knows this.
Nobody knows this shit. Like I said, I got some people from Detroit that want to pull
So
up.
they grew up together in the same house.
Correct. I got some people from Detroit that want to pull up that could do the same thing Benzino just did. Y'all know me, man. I ain't never been scared of
this real
nothing.
messy. Oh my God. Em had a baby with his stepsister?
Yeah. Big facts. You feel me? So that's the world we living in.
Where did he get the girl?
Did you know? Did you know this?
Only runs Meta, and it's not this guy. You see, in order to truly understand who is in charge, we have to figure out who controls what we're allowed to say on the platform and what we're not allowed to say.
My name is Aaron. I've been with Facebook for 2 years now, and I'm a product policy manager.
What does your job entail?
We're part of the team that writes the rules for Facebook if something violates our standards for safety and security, what Facebook could, should, can do.
Now that guy who you just watched, his name is Aaron Berman. He is the senior product policy manager of misinformation for Meta. But check this out. He's also former CIA, 17 plus years at the agency. And if we look at and examine who Facebook staffs in these positions, a familiar pattern begin to emerge. We got Deborah B., Trust and Safety at Meta, also former CIA. How about Cameron Harris, Trust and Safety at Meta, former CIA. Hagen Barnett, he's the Trust and Safety Operations Lead at Meta, but also former CIA. This ain't
Hello. Wake up. Did you know this? More secrets they want to keep from us.
Like one of the world's largest structures, but I've never known about it. And it was in Nigeria. It was the capital city, but they made interconnecting walls that stretched over 10,000 miles. And it was all man-made, and it was like the world's largest structure. But the British destroyed it in 1897 when they were colonizing it. But that's enough wall to circle the United States 3 times.
It says 4 times longer than the Great Wall of China.
How have
I know, to keep it a secret. Did you know this about Ethiopia? I remember the story of Methuselah. And Enoch lived 60 and 5 years and begat Methuselah. And Enoch walked with God, and he begat Methuselah 300 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not. In other words, Enoch could be Ras Makanin. Why? Because after 40 days, his supposed son, Rastafari, became Haile Selassie I, his baptismal name. So he walked with God. Follow.
Born in 1844, Menelik became the Emperor of Ethiopia and forever changed history. At a time when European powers were colonizing Africa, Menelik did the unthinkable. He led Ethiopia to victory against the Italians at the Battle of Adwa in 1896, ensuring Ethiopia remained the only African nation never colonized. Menelik's power wasn't just in his military strategy. It was in his unyielding spirit and the pride he instilled in his people. Often seen with his lion, a symbol of his strength and the fierce bond between him and his land, Menelik embodied the courage and resilience of Ethiopia. The victory at Adwa sent shockwaves worldwide, proving Ethiopia was a force to be reckoned with and inspiring other African nations to resist colonization. Menelik's legacy is a testament to our strength, our resilience, and our ability to stand undefeated. This is our history, our legacy of defiance and triumph. Follow to learn more about the...
See, they say Ras Makanin is Haile Selassie I father, when in fact Ras Makanin could be Enoch and Haile Selassie I, God himself. Why? Let's watch.
Because the reason...
Say it again, you don't believe Haile Selassie is buried here.
Because we don't believe Haile Selassie is buried here. The reason is when they found the body under the toilet from his former palace, they measured the body. So this body was 170 centimeters, but the height of Haile Selassie was 165. Yeah, and at that time, the Congress leader, Prime Minister Mengistu, he sent him to Dredawa with Volkswagen car. And the people told us when he get to Dredawa, at that time, 1,000 people gathered and welcomed him. And in the 3 or within 5 days, he disappeared.
And that's why Mengistu started killing everybody?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's not dead.
And Haile Selassie I's son was part of the Derg, Amha Selassie I, because he wanted to be the emperor to replace his dad. So he was part of the coup, his own son.
It's difficult to say so, but yeah.
But he's also been cited in Ethiopia, His Imperial Majesty.
Yeah.
And I know an Italian man who also saw him in the late 90s in Italy that said he was meeting with the Pope because the Pope was giving money to build back the roads in Ethiopia. And this man didn't know anything about Rasta believing about the divinity of Haile Selassie. And he told me, he said he saw him. He was very old, but he looked very good for his age. And the man was one of Mussolini's soldiers. He told me he saw him, and I was in the late 90s.
Somebody in New York saw him in 2002, and somebody in West Virginia saw him in 2017. Know that God is alive. Follow Jah, not man.
Until them show that very spot where them claim is but